Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon. In today's episode we're finally going to get started on the 5th world of the Octo Valley and hopefully get pretty far. Now the 5th world, for whatever reason, oh my gosh, I just don't get it. They made actually finding the levels just so gratuitous. Okay, it's not really, okay, it's not that bad. But for some reason, I just cannot fathom the idea of actually finding my way around here. So 95% of this video is going to be trying to find the kettles to actually get to the levels. So sorry for that. But yeah, hopefully we're going to get as many levels as we can cram into one episode. So let's first do this and summon forth the largest sponge in the world, SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, this entire Let's Play has been nothing but a SpongeBob reference spree, and usually when I make a Let's Play, it's already got a couple of those already in it, so I think I need to tone it back with those, I guess. I don't know, some people have been appreciating them. People out there who never watched SpongeBob as a kid probably not too keen on that. Anyways, we got splat paddles to deal with in this episode, and they're not really all that bad. I kind of like the concept. It's cool. It's not too intrusive on my playing style, so I'll take it basically. But you shoot this little thing, and then something happens. Most likely the platform you're standing on or something will change, and there's usually Octarians adjacent to it. And do I want Bubbler or Ink Zuka? Definitely the Ink Zuka, because it's, well, I don't know, it's my special of choice, but I feel like the Ink Strike is way superior in online play, which is why I'm a little more used to that. But obviously they won't let you use Ink Strike in single player. That'd just be kind of weird and probably not that good to balance, come to think of it. So I understand them not wanting us to grab that. And I'm going to try and get my EXP up. We really, really want to get the last version of the hero shot. I may see, I don't want to grind for it, but I feel bad if we never upgraded the gun all the way. Like, come on, that'd just be lame. It'd be like, oh yeah, we got a level 3. We could have gone to maximum, but I just didn't feel like. And I don't want to be like that. That's like doing things lukewarm, you know? And I'm not about that. My name isn't Luke after all. It's Johnson. Where do I want to go now, though? Oh, this is one of the more annoying sea scrolls to get. You gotta go right over here and get that. But yeah, I was about to say, it's kind of funny how my name, as my real life name, is John, and I also had a friend in high school named Peter and James, but I never had a friend named Luke in high school, and we always joke that, we were the, Jesus's crew back in the day, but I had a friend named Luke, and now I have a friend named Luke, so it's kind of funny, but obviously those high school friends have gone off and done their own thing, most of which are currently in the Air Force at the moment. Well, I think just my friend Peter, and I hope he's doing well. He hasn't written, so I'm kind of scared, but yeah, he was always the toughest out of all of us, so I'm sure he's doing fine. But that was like our main concern when he enlisted. He was like, oh, is he gonna be okay? And I told everyone, like, yeah, he's gonna be fine. Come on, it's Peter. Oh god, I do not want to be down here. I'm just gonna chill on the wall and pop out, shoot the Octo a little bit. Yes, okay, woo, that was kind of scary. I was gonna fall off there, but no, I did not. And so far, things are looking good. We got the sea scroll, so that's great. Now all we gotta do is survive the rest of the level. I do not know if I have armor. No, I don't have any armor at the moment. We do have the Ink Zuka, though, which will probably carry us for the most part if things get a little ugly. Knock that guy down and then shoot this panel, which is going to make things change a little bit, including summoning these little ball dudes, but I don't give a crap out of them, dude. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I'm not interested in what they're doing. I'm just not a fan at all. Why am I talking about octopi so negatively? I'm just like, I'm not a fan of you guys. It's like, oh, okay, see you later. I actually need to fill up some more. See, okay, I can prove I'm getting better at Splatoon. Before, I totally would have died there, but I did not. I am improving, gosh darn it. I'm pretty sure this is gonna require some mental nope, that's just a jump. Well, I don't know what I was thinking of, but apparently that was a little easier than I thought it'd be. Alright, so this section, kind of on the rough side. I gotta take down all these guys, and then once we defeat them all, it's gonna summon more of these instant kill contraption things, and it's rather obnoxious, and I'd rather not deal with that. So what I'm going to do is pump out the Ink Zuka and take them all down. And then I'm going to pick up... No! Ooh, okay. Things are looking good there, but I was not prepared to have the Ink Zuka still. So now I'm going to get the Bubbler, which is nice. So we can still get that bonus EXP, but we need to get over there to where the key is. And we should be able to do that right now. Go, 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 go! Now our problem is we have to get back onto one of these platforms and actually put the key where it goes to get to the launch pad. And there we go. That level wasn't even that bad. For some reason I thought I was going to die a whole lot, but it turns out I didn't even die once. And then Splat Switch Revolution sounds like a interesting arcade game. Not really. I'm just suddenly reminded of that Robot Chicken sketch about Fidel Castro for some reason. It's like, could not shake that out of my head. And if you've not seen that, well, honestly, you're not missing much. It's not one of their best skits, I must say. As a connoisseur of Adult Swim, yeah, not the best. What? I'm just joking. But I actually do like Adult Swim a lot. It's a little bit. It was like one of those things that was very taboo for me to watch as a kid. And then when I actually got to, I just thought it was hilarious. In retrospect, probably not the funniest television out there, but it's like a warm space in my heart. I will say one thing though. I love that talk show, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I don't care what anyone says. That and home movies is some of the best television in the world. I don't care if it's like lazily animated and like basically just animation plagiarism, considering half of Space Ghost is just taken from other cartoons, but I don't know, I love that. And that's where I originally discovered Futurama. I remember me and my best friend, we just stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning one time and we were watching Adult Swim. He says he hates it to this day. It's like, they're not funny, but I know he did it. He liked it. Anyway. So we had a couple of, good times with that. And see, okay, the C-Scroll's right around here, but I don't want to deal with this guy. I kind of want him to fall off. But the issue is he doesn't want to leave, so we have to force him to leave by shooting ink in his general direction. And now here's a problem. I need to shoot this sponge and get it to fill up. It's easier said than done because, it's kind of on a ledge, and that's sometimes a problem in Splatoon, shooting exactly where you want to if it's below you, but most of the time it's not, so it's pretty manageable. And alright, we got the second scroll of the episode. But back to these Adult Swim talk, I guess. It's semi-fitting since we are swimming in ink and all. Okay, not really, but whatever. Like, oh man, it's kind of funny I brought this up, because I guess I've had Adult Swim on the mind lately, but one of my favorite shows of all time, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, is running its last season, and I am very upset. A lot of my humor as a kid really stems from that show, which, when I'm talking about kid, I'm talking about like 11, not really like kid status. Like, I wasn't like, I love you, Mr. Shake. It wasn't like that, but, early on in middle school, that was like, I felt like I had a higher understanding of comedy just because of that show's really... I don't want to say hilarious writing, but it's funny for like some of the wrong reasons, if that makes any sense. It's very crude humor, but yeah, that's getting its last season, and I'm like really bummed out about that, because I was like, as weird as to say, that was like my childhood a bit. Not necessarily like childhood, I guess is the wrong word for it, but a lot of my growing up was because of that show, and mostly because of all the mature subject matter I really should not have been subjected to at that age, but hey, whatever. You're probably thinking, John, you don't even curse, why would you watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force? I'm like, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Heck, I didn't even know what the show was called. We just called it the Meat Watch show for the longest time, but I don't know, it's just one of those memories, I guess, and I was kind of afraid I was not going to get that jump, which would have been a bummer, and I need to splat this dude and run away from his bum quickly. Good. Right. So yeah, that's been on my mind lately. I was debating, like, marathoning, like, all the episodes, but gosh, DVDs, man, they are pricey. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit cheap, but $20 for a... Or no, they were like, I think... $35 for just one season? It's like, ugh. It's like, what if you don't even like the season, man? Then you're really screwed. For that, all you had to do was kind of just hang out on the wall. And in this section, we're gonna have to fight some Octarian agents. Luckily, though, we have the high ground. Like, this is episode 3. So if we can just chill out on this cube and get the jump attack on the Octarian, should be fine. We can also create more cover, like so. And then hopefully do the same to the next one. I don't not want to use the Ink Zuka. Okay, so we can get bonus EXP. And alright. So that level went by pretty quickly. Wasn't even commenting on the level, which usually is not a good thing. But you know, it's not. There's times where you should talk about a game, times when you shouldn't, I guess, and just talk about random thoughts that you're having. And sweet, we got bonus 20 sardines, sardine orbs, whatever you'd like to call them, and we get a really cool scroll this time. See, if you put this music into an actual like program or play it yourself, because it is legitimate sheet music, you can actually play a song from the game, which is kind of cool, which we have not seen yet, or heard, I guess, in this case, but very soon, and you're good. Like, seriously good. Is that a problem? Shouldn't I be good? And you can also see that really big Octo Valley thing. It's like they're afraid, like, oh, we gotta worry about him. What if he turns to the Octos, man? Could be bad. And I actually want to throw a grenade at that, and then shoot that to get these ink rails operational. Yeah. Not too big of a trick, but helps you save time once you're trying to, make a Let's Play video and all. This should take us to the last level we're going to knock out in this episode, Pinwheel Power Plant. Slip through their defenses. Okay, then. I'll do as you tell me to. And yeah, we got the greening for this time. But as I was saying, like, okay, I firmly believe with, like, Let's Plays and everything, there's a good balance you can have to, like, discussing, like, okay, what makes interesting commentary? A lot of people would have different answers for that, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this exact same thing in Hyrule Warriors at some point. It's kind of funny, because I don't think I did a good job commentating that project, because I was definitely out of my element. Wasn't an elephant. Wasn't necessarily an action game or a role-playing game, so I was just like, but, I think I found a good medium, and that wasn't even close to killing you. Are you serious? That guy died for nothing. Kind of depressing, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those answers you really can't like have. It's one of those things. It's like what's a good book? You really can't answer that because it's based on opinions. And I think Let's Plays, just like a lot of forms of media, please don't shoot me, are just like a book. There is no correct answer to making anything. Just like. What makes a good movie? Well, I mean, that varies from person to person. Some people would just like straight up comedy. Some people like mysteries, It's like totally different. There's no answer to it. Obviously some movies are going to be more popular than others, and some people say, oh, those are the greatest movies, like, gosh, what's that movie I can never remember? Rosebud. Gosh. If my film teacher saw me right now, he would be or heard me right now, I guess he'd be very upset. Citizen Kane, there we go. I couldn't say another word until I answered my own question. But yeah, it's like, okay, that's natural. That's gonna happen regardless. But I think, whatever you do makes you happy. And if you feel you're, happy with it, because, you always are your biggest critic, or at least I am, you'll be fine in whatever medium you do. And wow, we're just blazing through this level. This level's actually a bit tricky. We have these, like, windmill things, and they're kind of annoying, because you have to slip through them and jump at the same time as our squid form. And I'm going to actually pick this up and use it. And hopefully... No, I lost my shield, darn. That sucks. Bummer. We got some Octare. Ooh, actually knocked down his legs. Unfortunate how I could not get rid of the rest of him. Bummer, but yeah, we got some heavy infantry. Actually, not infantry at all. Some big dudes. But we can push them off and distract them with our grenades. I've been meaning to get the last grenade, or show off the other sub-weapons, but honestly, guys, they're not really worth it. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. At least I don't feel like. I feel like they're really just flat out awful, to be honest. Like, the one they start you out with is great. I mean, the sub-weapons, okay, they're balanced, but it's not like you're not gonna like freak out like, yes, I got the sub-weapon. I mean, the Seeker's alright, but yeah, those balloon bomb things are situational, to say the least. I guess if you're playing like Turf War and you're like, alright, I'm not confrontational, I know I'm not good in firefights, I'm just gonna focus on splatting as much turf. And, I guess they're good at that, but So is your gun. So, I don't really know what space they really fill in this world, which I guess is partly due to Nintendo. I mean, they made a really good game, but sure, this game is not going to be as balanced as, like, any serious FPS game. They just don't have the resources for that, and man, that was a really cool. Would have been a bummer if I died, I do reckon. I think we're almost done with this level. I think the Zapfish. I keep wanting to call this Splatfish, which is a shame, because there's nothing in this game called that, and that was a missed opportunity, Nintendo, for crying out loud. But Splatfish. It just rolls off the tongue. Not really, but you know what I'm getting at. We actually don't want to bump into that thing. We want to get on top of this, and bummer. Well, that sucks, don't it? I want to get onto that and kind of like climb this thing quickly, but as you can see, that did not happen. So we have to wait for the revolution of it. The code name for the Wii. Haha, jokes. I got them. They ain't good, but I got them. And so we can get to the top. I feel like this is the end of the level. It should be. I don't think there's all too much left, actually. And yes, it is the Zapfish. Right here. And I will splat the Zapfish and make a Splatfish, because, you know, I just like gene splicing, that's all. All right, I think it's pretty safe to assume that came out of completely nowhere. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for listening and tolerating this random blabbering for a complete moron. In the next episode of Let's Play Splatoon, we're going to knock out the last 3 levels of, well, this world. World 3 doesn't really have a name, but I'm going to call it Splatfish Outer Heaven. Because, alright, bye. That was really dumb.